Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel named Learning to Learn. So this is the third, you can say, lecture on teaching aptitude, and here I'm trying to complete the entire teaching aptitude as much as possible. So we have completed a lot of stuff. I can just show you what we have completed till now. We started with what do we understand by teaching. We did the various characteristics of teaching. After that, we did the objectives of teaching. Then we moved towards basic requirements and concepts. After clearing all this, we also did the levels of teaching in detail in the last lecture, and we also did principles of teaching. So if you need these notes, the Telegram link is in the description box below. You can go there and check the Telegram channel for the notes, for the scanned PDF, I can say, or images. The second thing, if you want the same topic to be in Hindi, I have also uploaded the same in Hindi. So if you're more comfortable in Hindi, तो मैंने हिंदी में भी upload कर रखा है. Don't worry about that. Now let's start with our third lecture today in teaching aptitude series. But before that, you can follow me on various platforms. Like, I'll just show it to you. This is YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Unacademy. I'm a verified educator on Unacademy. This is my profile, and I bring various kind of special classes and plus classes, so you can join that, and Facebook as well as Instagram. Now there are two updates which I want to give you. The first one is, okay, so on Unacademy we are right now doing an 18 hours course for paper 1. So if you want to clear your concepts, or if you want to quickly revise teaching aptitude, research aptitude, higher education, people environment, ICT and communication, you can join this session. And there's one more course which is going on. So this is just an update on the courses. If you would like to join, you can, or else there are a lot of special classes as well that are free of cost. You can attend without paying a single rupee, and that will help you a lot in your NTA UGC net preparations. Okay, now let's start with today's topic. After giving the entire information, please do join Unacademy for special classes at least. Special classes are free of cost classes. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to install the app, use your mobile number, and set a password and start learning. Okay, now let's start with today's topic. So as discussed in the last sessions, we did these two things. Now today our topic, our focus would be on various kinds of methods of teaching. So whatever book you refer, you can refer KVS Madan sir's book, or Harpreet ma'am's book, or Navdeep ma'am book, or any other standardized book online or offline. Every book will have its own categorization on methods of teaching. So we can have teacher-centered methods, student-centered methods, content-centered methods, and participatory methods, or else we can have online teaching methods, offline teaching methods. And in the same manner, this is a grouping which is there exactly in KVS Madan sir's book. So to cover most of the topics, what sir did was, sir classified all the types of teaching into large group teaching method, small group teaching method, and individualized teaching method. So this is one of the, you can say, best classifications, because it covers most of the topics in itself. Okay, so modes of teaching can differ from the reference book which you have purchased or which you are referring, but it doesn't mean that this is wrong or your book is wrong. The only classification, the style of classification has been changed. I hope I'm clear. Now let's start with modes of teaching. I'll zoom out and you can download the same image from Telegram. So make sure you download it, or you can note it down with your hand as I'm teaching, your choice. I'll just zoom it out once. Okay, so as you can see, I have classified the first thing majorly into large group teaching method, small group teaching method, and individualized teaching method. Let us now first talk about large group teaching method. That what is large group teaching method? As the name suggests, large group teaching method refers to teaching to a large number of people. Okay, so large number of people means like 50 students, 100 students, 200 students, etc. Does it actually practically happens? Yes, it happens. If you have seen the movie Munna Bhai MBBS, and Munna Bhai guy, the hero, okay, when he enters the class, there is around 150 to 200 students in the first year of MBBS. And yes, that actually happens in various universities, colleges, IIT, IIM, etc. So yes, large group teaching method is actually applicable, and every kind of method written here is applicable. Okay, so let's start with that. The first one is the lecture method. Lecture method you might have seen in your life practically for a very long period from your senior secondary education, like from 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, graduation, post-graduation, etc. So what is lecture method? Lecture method is a way where teacher explains the entire topic in a very simple language and then takes your doubts or questions. Okay, so this is like a one-way communication, but there are certain advantages to it and disadvantages to it. Though NTA UGC NET is MCQ based questions, so they are not going to tell you to write an essay on teaching methods, no, but they will try to give you a 2-mark MCQ multiple choice question on what can be the advantages of this method, what can be the disadvantage of this method, what is this method called. So you need to plan your studies accordingly. You don't need to write a whole essay on it, right? So plan your studies accordingly. We just need to touch up the technical points, the main points, that's it. Apart from that, we don't need anything extra. Okay, so lecture method, the advantages are it's very economical because you would be teaching a lot number of students at the same time. One more advantage is flexible. If the teacher is not available, the same lecture can be taken by another you can say lecturer for some other subjects, like there are proxy lectures on the universities. You might have attended that, right? So that is one of the advantages of it. The disadvantages is there are passive learners. So the last benchers who are not interested in this lecture, who don't know what topic is going on, right? They are passive learners, they don't care, and that can be created. Second, it is not suitable for developing mental skills. Yes, it is actually one-way communication, so it is just gaining information, but it actually does not give you any concrete ways or any technical skills. Okay, now the next one is team teaching method. Team teaching method is 2 educators, 2 lecturers, 2 teachers come together and they teach. Now don't confuse that they are going to come in the classroom at the same time. No, the entire syllabus is divided between these 2 teachers based on their qualifications and experience as well as specialization. Suppose I'm very good at theoretical aspects, but I'm not very good at practical aspects. So I might choose paper 1 all the theoretical aspects like teaching aptitude, research aptitude, communication, ICT, higher education, and people environment, and certain other teacher or other tutor might take the topics like data interpretation, logical reasoning, mathematical reasoning. So what helps is, this helps the student a lot. This helps the student to gain the advantage of specialization of each and every teacher. Okay, so the advantages of team teaching method are sharing best faculty. Yes, the best faculty can be shared, and optimum utilization of resources, that can be the time of the university, the planning committee, everything, money as well, and teaching quality will be improved at a larger extent. But there are certain disadvantages to this method as well. The first is, it is very difficult to find teachers of specific subjects or specific specialization. That is really very difficult, and you need more lecturers, you need more teachers, you need more time to manage these people. There would be time consuming during planning and execution process, and you need more financial resources to appoint 2 teachers for the same, you can say, syllabus. Okay, so this was team teaching method. Let's go to the third method for large group teaching method, that is TV or video. Now what is TV or video? It's very simple. In your schools or colleges, they usually right now use projectors to show you certain slides, to show you certain videos, to show you certain motivational videos or lectures of business people, inspirational people, or who have done their contribution towards the society. Okay, so this is called a TV or video method. The advantages to this are, the complicated stuff which you cannot make understand to the student in the classroom can be taught here, like astronomy, geography, and various earth phenomena can be seen in a video, and a student will get a clearer picture on that. The second one is the most important personalities like Amitabh Bachchan sir, Bill Gates, Elon Musk. You cannot bring them into the classroom, but yes, you can show them their lectures, their, you can say, any press conference or any interview that will help the student to understand that yes, okay, this is how they these people deal with and everything. Okay, so these are the two advantages of TV and video. But the disadvantages are, it is, you can say, a one-way communication. You cannot get a feedback, right? So that can be a problem on that. Now let's go to the next one, and please note here I have written from small group teaching method and individualized teaching method. After every method I have mentioned one thing called A and DA. The A here refers to advantages, the DA here refers to disadvantages. So these are acronyms which I use so that lesser space I could use and I could make a single page. I could fit all these contents into a single page. That was my objective. Okay, so small group teaching method includes group discussion. You all must have heard about group discussion. What is group discussion? Group discussion means where 2 or more people come together. Actually, it is a group of 10 to 15 people who discuss their ideas, who put their opinions on a particular topic, and they do group discussion. This actually helps in participation of everyone. There is active participation. There is not you can say passive learning here. There is active learning taking place. Everybody will try to participate. There are good listeners, and yes, one more thing is it helps you to increase your communication skills, to increase your presentation skills. So yes, that can be improved by a good group discussion, whereas there are certain disadvantages. The first thing, it is time consuming. The second thing, it is not a proper way to learn a subject. It can be a way to discuss a subject or discuss the viewpoints. That's it. But you cannot learn an entire subject by this method. Okay. The next one is seminar. Seminar are just like, you can say, conference, but very smaller one. So we are going to discuss seminar in a detailed manner in research as well. But yes, I'll explain you in a short form. Seminars are usually given to like they are given by institutions, especially educational institutions, and they are recurring in nature. Like every year a seminar would be held on one topic or other topic, and there would be paper presentations, and at the end of the seminar there can be question and answer sessions or doubt solving sessions. Okay, so seminar gives you a good presentation, a clear presentation, a simple presentation of complicated topics first. It gives the opportunity to the student to present their topic. It helps with skills like presentation, communication, critical thinking, etc. But it is of course time consuming, and sometimes it might be costly also. So this is what seminar is. Now let's go to panel discussion. Panel discussion is something just like group discussion. Of course, there was a group, right, and they were discussing putting their viewpoints. So what is the difference between what is the difference between panel discussion and group discussion? In panel discussion, the group of people are experts from their field. So if you have seen news channels, like any kind of news channels, where they bring various experts from different fields and then they have a group discussion. Sometimes it could lead to conflict also, but yes, when an expert is speaking, most of the listeners are active listeners. They actually want to know what the other person is saying. Okay, so yes, panel discussion means you can say it is more interesting to the audience because the experts are speaking, and it is very difficult to bring all the people at the same time, as well as one of the difficulties can be it might lead to conflict as well. Okay, moving forward to the next one, brainstorming. Very important, very easy. It is just like group discussion, but here we are trying to solve a problem. There is a problem which is discussed among the groups, and every group member is trying to bring various solutions, trying to give various you can say ways to solve a problem. This actually enhances the creativity of the student. So the advantages are it encourages creativity and larger participation, whereas the disadvantages is it is not a correct manner to learn something. Okay, so this has become a very large video. If I go on continuing, it will take like 30 or 35 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take only half of this page, like we have completed the entire lecture method, and small group teaching method we have completed 4 methods: group discussion, seminar, panel discussion, and brainstorming. In the next lecture I'm going to give you the remaining explanation for small group teaching and individualized methods. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, so whenever I upload the next video you'll get the notification. And if you still have any doubts, you can please mention in the comment section below, as well as if you feel that these kinds of notes and these kinds of lectures are helping you in any way, please do mention in the comment section, so I come to know that am I going in the right track or not, or should I bring something else instead of this. That will help me to understand what I'm doing. So make sure you do this much for me. Take good care of yourself, study hard, and bye bye.